Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the session today. I hope you guys are able to hear me clearly. Good morning everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good morning.
Good morning. I hope you guys are able to hear me and see my screen as well. So this great. Thanks for confirming everyone. Today is our very first demo for data engineering with Google Cloud Platform. In this session, we are going to talk about a lot of things. Please be patient while the session, and you may be having a plenty of the questions about the uh, course as well. I'm gonna answer each and every question by the end of the session. Okay, so as a part of the demo session today, we are going to talk about the four topics today. The very first thing I would like to talk about, what is data engineering, right? We wanted to become a data engineer. So if you guys wanted to become a very good data engineer, first let us try to understand what is data engineer today and what is the role of a data engineer in the company. Let us try to understand the very first topic, that is today, maybe around 10-15 minutes. And after that, we will see what is this Google Cloud Platform today, nowadays, maybe from the last 1 year onwards. Google Cloud Platform is having a plenty of opportunities for the data engineers, especially for data engineers. Let us try to understand what is Google Cloud Platform, and what are the benefits of using the Google Cloud Platform over the other cloud platforms. Let us try to understand, and what is the market for the data engineering for the GCP also, we will try to understand. All right, so this is our second topic today. And the third topic, I would like to tell you a detailed course curriculum with all the things such as what are the topics that we are going to cover and what are the subtopics that we are going to cover for each and everything. We are going to see in a detailed course curriculum. And finally, we are going to see the course details. By the end of the session, I would like to tell you about what is the course timings and what are the benefits of using the course, like maybe the recordings access, material access, resume, everything we are going to see by the end of this session. This is about fourth topic, that is course details, right? So the very first thing we are going to see about data engineering. After that, we are going to see about the Google Cloud Platform, and after that we are going to see about the detailed course curriculum and then the course details, right? So without any delay, I would like to, maybe some of you people may have a plenty of the questions also, right? So some people will be having, sir, I will be enrolling the course, sir, how would I get a job, right? Some people may be having a question, this one, or what about my current experience, how to manage my current experience, and I don't know cloud at all, will I be able to learn it or not? Right. I don't know cloud at all. Sir, will I be able to learn it and get the job? Is it easy for me? Or does it make sense to my profile to do it or not? So you may be having a plenty of the questions, right? Like this one. So please be patient while the session. I'm gonna answer each and every question of this one, so that most of the questions, the generic questions which you will be having, it will be answered here. Okay, maybe you may have a even more questions also. I'm going to give you the time so that you can speak up and you can speak to me, and you can I can able to answer the questions as well, right? So this is what we are going to see by the end of this session, guys. So first we will try to see what is data engineering, right? So before we actually go to the data engineering, let me gonna introduce myself, guys. My name is Sheikh Saidul. Remember me as a Sheikh Saidul, and currently I'm working as a full-time associate data sorry, actually associate solution architect at Quantic, and I'm also a consultant at Databricks. I have completed my master's degree from NIT Trichy, and I do have more than 8 years of experience into the data and AI field. I have done many certifications in GCP, Azure, Databricks, Python, Terraform, many things. Okay, so this is what. My name is Sheikh Saidul, everyone. I have completed my master's degree from NIT Trichy. I'm currently working as a associate solution architect at a Quantic. I'm also a consultant at Databricks as well. I do have more than 8 years of experience. And when it comes to the training, especially on the GCP, I have 2.5 years of experience as a training for the GCP. That means from the last 2.5 years onwards, I've been teaching GCP data engineering. More than 70 plus batches I have taught. More than 70 plus batches. Okay. So in the last 2.5 years for GCP data engineering, I have taught more than 70 plus batches, around more than 1500 students. 1500 plus students, and most of them actually 700 plus got cracked, or 700 plus or placed in different companies. So this is about. And recently one of the guy actually called me saying that, sir, my friend got 4 offer letters, and sir, I got 2 offer letters. I was very happy to listen to. Okay, so this is what is the situation. So there's a huge demand for GCP data engineers, guys. So I do have more than 2.5 years of experience into the GCP data engineering training itself. I have taught for more than 70 batches. Okay, so this is about me, everyone. That means you are in a safe hands when it comes to the GCP data engineering training. So that's what. So now let me gonna tell you about what is data engineering. Tell me, what is data engineering, guys? What do you know about data engineering? Yeah. Perfect. Yes. Any other answers? Perfect. Correct. Z- Yes. Perfect. Any other answers, guys? Yes, those are all correct answers, right? So I am hearing 2 to 3 answers so far now. Let me gonna say. So you see, you wake up in the morning and you wanted to order a breakfast, or you wanted to travel from one location to another location. You go to an application called Uber or Ola, and you try to book a ride. So whenever you try to interact with an application, that is where the data is getting generated. Whenever you try to interact with an application, that is where the data is getting generated. Sometimes the data may be coming from some file format. If you visit some kind of a manufacturing plants or a hospitals, right, they store the data in the form of a flat files, right? Maybe CSV file, JSON file, Parquet file, Avro file. So you have a data that is coming from some file formats. You have a data that could be coming from some databases. Some of the companies store the data in the form of a databases. Some of the companies, they store the data in the form of a databases. Either it could be MySQL or PostgreSQL or a SQL server. Nowadays you might be hearing about sensor devices. Plenty of the sensor devices in our area or in our premises. Nowadays there's a huge amount of a data that is getting generated from these sensor devices also, right? So we have a data that is coming from application or files or databases or IoT devices. So these are all, we call it as a data sources. So you have a data that is coming from multiple data sources. Tell me, what do we do, sir? So we have a data here from these multiple data sources. So what do we do? Shall we delete it? No. The answer is no. So the business manager, what they say is that they say this data is nothing but money. This data is nothing but money for them. Okay, what they say is that if you try to understand this data, if you try to understand the data, or if you try to analyze the data, analyze or understanding both are same. So if you try to analyze the data or understand the data properly, if it will give you some kind of a information or a insight, it will give you some kind of a insight. So these insights are very useful for the business improvement. Business improvement. So every company, the end goal they wanted to do is that they wanted to grow. Every company wanted to improve their sales or improve their customer count or improve their customer satisfaction or whatever it is. End of the day, they wanted to grow. So what is business managers or the what is business says that if you try to understand this data or if you try to analyze this data, that data will give you some kind of a insights, and those insights are very useful for the business improvement. So that is what we are seeing nowadays. If you guys see big billion days, right, in the Flipkart you see a big billion days. That is nothing but from September 15 to September 30, which is very near to us. That is big billion days. How come such a kind of a things come into the picture is that they get to know the data. So they try to analyze the data first. When they try to analyze the data first, they will get to know where the sales are very less and which period the sales are very less, and they got to know that the 15 days in the September is the sales are very less, and they wanted to attract more number of customers. For that one they put you know kind of as a discount sale, that is called as a big billion days. The huge discounts they try to populate, but those are not actual discounts, but they try to populate. So such a kind of a thing will come into the picture. Such a kind of a business tactics will come into the picture when you try to analyze the data properly. Okay, so that kind of an activity that we are going to do as a part of data engineering, sir. In a part of data engineering, our main end goal is to get the insights to improve the business. But sir, if I wanted to get the insights, we have to analyze the data. If we wanted to analyze the data, we need to extract the data. So let us try to see what are the steps, actual steps involved in data engineering. Now, I have told you on a high level what is data engineering, but actual steps let us try to see. Now that you know these are the multiple data sources, right? So these data sources are maybe running in different locations, or maybe running in different servers, or maybe running in different areas. So the very first thing is that if I wanted to analyze the data, I need to keep the data in a one single location. So that's the reason we are going to extract the data into a single location and store it. We are going to extract the data from these multiple data sources, and we are going to store it into a single location called a data lake. We are going to store it into a single location called a data lake. Sir, a data lake is a large repository where you can store any amount of data in a raw format. In a raw format, you can store any amount of data. So you got your data from these multiple data sources in the raw format. Now you have your entire data in a one single location, that is data lake. Tell me guys, can we go for the analysis now? Can we go for the analysis now?
No.
Correct. So the raw data may have a plenty of the problems, sir. So the raw data may have a plenty of the problems. So that's the reason we cannot directly go for the analysis, sir. Because the raw data, some of the problems could be a duplicates. It may have a duplicates, right? Do you guys agree? And it may have a nulls also. It may have a null values also, sir. It may have a bad records also, sir. It may have a unnecessary columns or unnecessary data also, sir. So these are the some of the problems that the raw data may contain. It may contain the duplicates, it may contain the null values, bad records, unnecessary data. Sir, what do we do? Tell me. So before analyzing this data, sir, I can't go for the analysis now, because this, if I try to do the analysis, my analysis insight will be wrong, because the data is inaccurate. The results will also be inaccurate when you do the analysis, right? So that is the reason I cannot directly go for the analysis. Now tell me, what do we do? Okay, we have to transform it, we have to process it, we have to clean it. Yes, So the next step that we are going to do is that the data processing, which is very, very, very important activity for data engineers. Here in this process, we are going to use multiple frameworks. People say Pandas, people say PySpark, people say Apache Beam, people say different frameworks available. Structured streaming frameworks, auto loader frameworks, plenty of the frameworks available in the market to process the data, to clean the data. So this is where we are going to process the data. So here we are going to do the data processing to clean the data, enrich the data, prepare the data for the analysis. Right? So this is where the location where we are going to use multiple methods, multiple strategies, multiple techniques to clean the data. And what are those techniques? Don't worry about it now, but try to understand the process. Those methods, those techniques, those strategies, we are going to see in our upcoming sessions very clearly. All right. So this is a location where we are going to process the data. Sir, once the data is processed, the data will be in a proper cleaned format without any duplicates, without any null values, without any bad records, without any unnecessary data. So you are having a accurate data which is ready for the analysis purpose, so which will be sent to the data warehousing most of the time. So this is where you analyze the data. Okay, so you gonna send this data to the data warehouse. A data warehouses comes up with plenty of the options or plenty of the features where you are going to use a simple language called SQL. In the data warehousing is a single large repository for the entire company. It is an enterprise large repository. Your entire enterprise data will be available here. Your entire enterprise data will be available here, guys. So you are going to use the SQL to analyze the data here. A simple language you are going to use SQL to analyze the data here, which is very, very simple language. So we are going to create analysis reports or analysis tables to analyze the data. The data actually coming from here, you are going to create the tables by analyzing the data. So these tables are very useful for the downstream, such as BI for creating a dashboards or reports, and ML for creating a ML models, or data scientist for finding the future trends, for business groups to directly utilize this data for the decision making purpose. Okay, so this is the flow, everyone. You extract the data, you store the data, you process the data, you analyze the data, you use the data. Use it. You are going to use it for different purposes. You may use it for decision making purpose. You may use it for the finding the future trends. You may use it for the ML model creations. You may use it for the dashboard or reporting purposes. So this is what. And one more important step here is that is you need to make sure that your data is accurate and quality enough throughout this entire process. So we are going to perform data governance and monitoring checks also. Monitoring steps also we are going to follow. Right? So what is data governance? Data governance talks about data completeness and accuracy of the data. Data has to be complete throughout the entire process. Complete means the entire data, the how much amount of a data that you are dealing, the same amount of a data you should not lose. You should not lose the data. Right? Some of the records you may losing while here and there moving the data, right? You should not do that. And that is what is totally taken care by the data governance. One more is data governance also talks about who is having what type of an access to the data. Nothing but access control also it will be taken care. So data access control, data audit, data quality, data discovery. So all of these things will come under this data governance, which is also very important for the companies, which is very important for the organizations too, who is having an access to the data, what quality, at what quality the data is at. So this is what is the entire chart talks about the data engineering, everyone. This entire talk chart will talk about data engineering. You see, you have a multiple data sources, You are extracting the data from these multiple data sources and storing the data and processing the data and analyzing the data and utilizing the data here, and also taking care of the data governance and monitoring to make sure that, see, why the monitoring is required. So this entire thing, whatever you are seeing, is not manually done. We are going to automate it in our upcoming sessions because we are very lazy, and the data you are dealing with is very huge amount of a data. You cannot manually process it, manually analyze it, manually store it. No, that is not possible. Okay, because huge amount of data that we are dealing with. So that's the reason in the companies we automate everything from end to end. We are going to automate each and everything from end to end. So that is the reason we are going to create a end to end pipelines for it. So those pipelines are monitored properly. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, we have to fix it as soon as possible. Otherwise, your client and everyone will be escalating your activity, right? So governance and monitoring is one of the important aspect for the companies, and we are going to learn about those things also. All right, so this is an entire thing about the data engineering, everyone. And if you guys wanted to see in a descriptive way the actual definition of data engineering, sir, you can see here. Take a minute and try to read it for me, please. All right, I hope you have read it. So data engineering is a process of collecting, organizing, preparing huge amounts of the data so that it can be easily used and analyzed. That's the main purpose. And while we are doing so, it involves designing a multiple systems and infrastructure that allow data to be captured, stored, accessed, and processed automatically. Because we are not going to do any of these things manually, we would like to automate the activity. So that is the definition of a data engineering, guys. I hope now you guys got some idea about data engineering. Sir, what are the tools for the data lake? Sir, what are the tools for the data processing? What are the tools for the analysis? What are the tools for the governance? What are the tools for the ingestion? Sir, don't worry about those things, right? Don't worry about those things right now, because we are going to see each and everything in very detail with examples, scenarios, case studies, and everything in our upcoming sessions. But sir, what is this data engineer do? Sir, the engineering, data engineering is clear. So this is a process of extracting the data from multiple data sources and store it, capture it, and everything. We are good. But what a data engineer do on a daily basis? If you ask me, a data engineer will extract the data from the multiple data sources and he work on the data ingestion. One data engineer may work on data ingestion. One data engineer may work on data storage and management. One data engineer may work on the data processing. One data engineer may work on the data quality and governance. One data engineer may work on creating the data pipelines. One data engineer may work on the performance optimization. One data engineer may work on the monitoring and maintenance. All right, so these are the different high level activities of a data engineer on a daily basis. So they may be working on any of these activities on a daily basis. They may work on this, they may work on the storage, processing, quality, pipeline creation, performance optimization, monitoring and maintenance. These are all the steps are very important. You are not sure which method or which step you are going to work in the company. So that's the reason in our upcoming sessions we are going to see each and every step in very detail. All right, with a different examples and scenarios. Right, so this is what is data engineering, everyone. I hope you guys got some idea about data engineering. And if anyone have any high level questions, please put it in the chat box, guys. Or if you guys have any questions on a high level, do not go to the deep saying that what is a course curriculums or what are the topics that we are going to cover. I am going to talk about it in next 15 minutes. But If you guys have any questions on data engineering, you can please ask me, guys. Please raise your hand if anyone have any question on the data engineering, please. On data engineering only. Are we good so far? Can you please confirm anyone? Okay. I hope we are good so far on what is data engineering. I hope you guys got some idea about the data engineering. So let me gonna talk about Google Cloud Platform now. So if I wanted to talk about a Google Cloud Platform, I would like to make it very simple to you guys. For that one, tell me what are the other cloud platforms that you guys know? AWS, yes. Azure, okay. Tell me any other cloud platforms that you know? Oracle, yes. IBM, okay. Yes, IBM. Any other? So there's an Alibaba. Yes. So these are the multiple cloud platforms available in the market, right? So these are the cloud providers. These are cloud providers. Right, sir. Google Cloud Platform is a one of the cloud provider. GCP is a one more cloud provider. Azure, Oracle, IBM, and Alibaba. So these are the multiple cloud providers available in the market. Sir, these are cloud providers, but what they provide us? Tell me. Cloud providers, what they provide us? Okay, don't worry about that. So let me gonna give you a simple scenario. Assume that I'm gonna give you some 100 terabytes of the data, and do not think about the cloud. This answer to be answered without any cloud platform, right? So assume that you do not have any cloud platforms. So I am giving you 100 terabytes of the data, and I want you guys to store this data. I want you guys to store this data. Tell me, how do you store it and where do you store it without cloud platforms? Nothing but on-prem. Exactly. Right. So if I wanted to store some 100 terabytes of the data, I have to store it in my local machines. Nothing but if I wanted to store it in my local machines, or if I have to store it on my own, so the very first thing is that you first purchase the machines, yes or no? Nothing but purchase the hardware. Then you have to install all the operating system and libraries, right? Then you have to connect the machines to make it as a server, or create a server out of it, right? Because one machine cannot have capable of storing 100 terabytes of the data. In that situation, what do we do, sir? We try to create a server out of it. We try to create a server out of it, and then we try to configure the storage, and set up the backups also, set up the networking and monitoring and maintenance. So these are all the activities that we have to take care of it, isn't it, guys? So if I wanted to store the data of 100 terabytes of the data, I cannot directly store it, right? I cannot directly store it. I have to take care of each and every step of it. Have to take care of each and every step of it. We have to purchase the hardware, install the systems, create a server out of it, configure the storage, set up the backups, networking, monitoring, and maintenance. Once everything is ready, tell me how much time it could take to for everything to be ready. Guess it, maybe let us just say 1 to 3 months. Okay, so it may take 1 to 3 months, let us take on the company's or on the how much amount of hardware that you are going to take. It may vary from 1 to 3 months. Now once the everything is ready as per the standard, then we go for the storing the data. Then we can able to store this 100 terabytes of the data. Then we can able to store 100 terabytes of the data. See, this is the problem. So when you are working in the on premises, when you are working in the on premises, what is happening here, sir? If you ask me, you are going to spend a lot of time. Not only the time, sir. You see, you are not only spending a lot of time, but also lot of effort that we have to put. Yes or no? Do you guys agree? We have to put a lot of effort also, and a lot of money also, isn't it? Purchasing the machines, recruiting the persons to who can configure the storage, backup, networking, cabling, and everything. So this on premises environment, when you are following our on-premises tech or sorry methodology or traditional methodology, when you are following, it is going to be spending, you are going to spend a lot of time, lot of money, lot of effort, right? So that's the reason, if you guys wanted to store the data, you are going to spend this much amount of a time. So that's the reason most of the companies nowadays not following the traditional methodology or on premises environments. But on the other hand, sir, what do we do with the cloud? Sir, if I wanted to do the same thing with the cloud, what we have to do, sir? Tell me. What cloud is offering? Tell me. Exactly. So you first purchase the subscription or nothing, but you create your accounts. And after that, you are going to find a suitable service, isn't it? Find a suitable service. This service we call it as a cloud computing service, isn't it? You find a suitable cloud computing service, and then once you find a suitable service, you just go ahead and store the data, isn't it? How much time this will take? How much time do you think it will take? Maybe let us just take 1 to 5 days. See the difference, guys. It is maximum 5 days, here it is around 1 to 3 months. So this is how, this is what is cloud. So what is cloud is offering, sir? Now look at here, what is cloud is offering? So cloud is offering the cloud computing services. Sir, any cloud providers, they are going to provide you the cloud computing services. What is the advantage of the cloud computing services? Sir, the advantage of the cloud computing services is that you can focus on the innovation rather than building the infrastructure. Yes or no? You can rent these services rather than building the infrastructure from the scratch. You see, you are building this entire infrastructure from the scratch, which is not only taking a lot of time, it is taking a lot of effort, a lot of money. So that's the reason, so cloud computing services are benefiting us by focusing on innovation rather than focusing on the infrastructure creation or setting up, right? So what is cloud providers offer me, sir? If you ask me, so the cloud providers offering the cloud computing services. Do you guys agree? So cloud computing services are offered by the cloud providers. Cloud providers offering the cloud computing services, everyone. And these services are very useful for the organizations. These services are very useful for the organization. So you take any organization nowadays, they are making use of the cloud platforms. These services are very useful for the organization. So either in your project, you may want it to store the data. I have just given you one example for storing the data. For storing the data, instead of spending a lot of time, lot of money, lot of effort, you can just go to the cloud platform by using the cloud computing service, right? So similarly, you can store the data, process the data, analyze the data, visualize the data, govern the data, governance, right? So these are all the things when it comes to the data engineering, one can able to, this is what is a DE projects looks like, the data engineering projects. So if you guys wanted to store the data, you find a suitable service for storing the data, don't create it from the scratch. If you guys wanted to process the data, don't create the resources from the scratch, find a suitable service. You can focus on the innovation rather than building the resources from the scratch. Similarly, not only for the DE data engineering, but also for ML. For example, if you go for ML, so if you guys wanted to build a ML model, deploy the ML model, register the model, scale the model, so you don't have to worry about it. There is a separate service available in the cloud platforms. The cloud providers are providing you the cloud computing services. Not only that, sir, for example, application team, nothing but app deployment, app development team, application development team. So where they can build them application, they can deploy the application, they can scale the application, they can do application. So this is what, so they can build the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications. Similarly, networking, so you go to the networking team, they can create the resources, create the networking components such as create load balancers, create subnets, vnets, all of those vpcs. So these are the different, so if you wanted to set up these things, will take a lot of time. So again, you find a suitable service offered by the cloud provider, and focus on the innovation again rather than building them from the scratch. So this is what is the advantage of the cloud providers. This is what is the benefit of the cloud providers, guys, because cloud providers provide you the cloud computing services. These are very useful for the organizations to store the data, process the data, analyze the data, visualize the data, and govern the data. So this is the cloud providers. So one of such a cloud platform is what, sir? If you ask me, that is what is Google Cloud Platform, everyone. One of such a cloud platform is a Google Cloud Platform. So GCP, Google Cloud Platform. So Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider. Look at the definition now. Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provides a cloud computing services for the organizations to fulfill their projects. Right? Instead of saying storing, processing, and all of those things, so cloud computing services, right? So every provider, so Google Cloud Platform is one of the cloud provider which provides a cloud computing services, and these services are very useful for the organizations to store the data, process the data, analyze the data, and visualize the data. In a simple words, I say a cloud computing services are offered to the organizations to fulfill their projects. One of such a cloud platform is a Google Cloud Platform, everyone. So this is what is GCP. Google Cloud Platform is a leading cloud provider which provides a cloud computing services for the organizations to fulfill their project. Maybe for creating an application, deploying the application, and scaling the applications and services in the cloud. So that is what is the definition. Read it here. Take a minute and try to read this one, please. Right. So this is what is Google Cloud Platform, everyone. GCP, Google Cloud Platform, is a suite of cloud computing services provided by Google that offers a range of products and solutions to help the organizations to build, deploy, scale the applications and services in the cloud platform. And sir, these services are highly reliable and secure and scalable in terms of the resources. Right? So this is what is Google Cloud Platform. Similarly, sir, what is Azure Cloud Platform? What is Azure Cloud Platform? The definition goes same. What is Azure? Same. What is Oracle? Same. What is IBM? Same. Right, sir. AWS, Azure, they are all the cloud providers. They provide the cloud computing services for the organizations. So that's what. The difference is that they are different market providers or cloud providers, but the end of the day, how they built is different, but the how they process or how they work for us is same. Okay, so that is what is Google Cloud Platform introduction, everyone. So now let us try to see what are the services that Google Cloud Platform is offering. If you ask me, Google Cloud Platform is offering you a plenty of the services, guys. Some of these services I have listed down here for you. So this is a GCP service portfolio. You can see it is offering compute services, IAM services, management tools, networking services, big data services, storage and database services, and machine learning services. This is what it is. As a part of the data engineering course, we are going to mainly focus on these two: big data and storage and database services. Okay, right. And why we learn the GCP, sir? If you ask me, there are plenty of the benefits that the GCP is providing you. For example, Google has a very good community support. Google Cloud Platform has a very good community support. Google products are used from last 10-15 years. And the GCP is offering you cost-effective services. This is one of the common reason that the most of the companies are looking towards the GCP, because Google is offering you the cost-effective services. Nothing but the cost of a resource when you compare it with the AWS and Azure in the GCP, it is very less. That's the reason most of the companies started using it. And these services are flexible, scalable, reliable, secure, fully managed services it is offering, and this interface is very simple and fast. So these are the multiple benefits of using the GCP, guys. Okay, and if you guys wanted to see the growth rate also, the growth rate for the last quarter for the GCP, if you guys can see the GCP growth rate is more than AWS and Azure. That is nothing but the companies are utilizing the GCP for data engineering, especially I'm talking about. Especially for data engineering, the GCP is very famous in the market. For data projects, the GCP is very famous in the market, guys. I'm telling you. That's the reason plenty of opportunities are there for GCP data engineer. And this is where the thing that we are going to our third topic today, that is detailed course curriculum. We are going to talk about a detailed course curriculum, guys. Before that, on a high level, if anyone have any question on the GCP, Google Cloud Platform. If anyone have any question on the GCP on a high level, please raise your hand, guys. So some of the companies nowadays, using the in a one single project, they are actually using the multiple cloud platform. Okay. So nowadays I've been seeing in a single project itself, the one of the question was mentioned in the chat box. So that's the reason. So in a one single project, some companies are using Azure as well as GCP also. Okay. This is an era where multi-cloud platforms comes into the picture. So this is possible. Okay. Yes. And I will talk about one of the common questions, sir. Why only GCP, sir? Why not Azure? I will talk about it later. Okay, why only GCP, sir? Why not Azure and AWS? Okay, I will talk about it later. Yeah. And if anyone have any questions, please raise your hand. Maybe I'll try to give you the time, guys, for sure. Okay, Lalita Joshi, you have any question, please?
Yeah, like can you please differentiate little bit between DE and DevOps role, how they are different?
I'll talk about that. Yes. Those are two different teams. So data engineering and DevOps, those are totally two different teams. So see, when you are working on it, you mainly focus on your technical activities such as data engineering, like processing, storing, analyzing. But the infrastructure creation, like resource creations, the cluster creations, and the CI/CD processes, they focus on the DevOps. DevOps will focus on those kind of an activities. All right, so that's how it works. Yeah. Now maybe I'll try to tell you the detailed course curriculum, guys, and I will give you the time for you. Maybe I'll just take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll give you the time for you so that you can ask me any question. Okay, just give me just 5 to 10 minutes. I'll try to talk about the course curriculum. The entire time is for you guys so that you can talk about, you can ask me any question. Okay, just give me 5 to 10 minutes. I'll talk about the detailed course curriculum. So what I have done about my detailed course curriculum is that the curriculum I have divided into two modules or two chapters. First chapter is cloud basics. Which cloud basics, guys? Are we learning about which cloud basics or Google cloud basics? We are going to first talk about it, because you need to understand some of the interface objects. You need to understand the GCP about interfaces, locations, console walkthrough, how to create a free tier. That is one topic. And the next thing is data engineering. So here, this is data engineering topics. So our entire course curriculum is divided into two chapters. First chapter is about cloud basics. The next chapter is about the data engineering. So let us try to see what we are going to see in the cloud basics. In the cloud basics, we are going to talk about cloud overview, why we need the cloud platform, and what is the difference between the on-premises versus cloud. Second topic, we are going to talk about what is Google Cloud Platform introduction, why we learn the GCP and opportunities and certifications. And third topic, we are going to see the GCP interfaces, what is console, what is Cloud Shell, what is Cloud SDK. Fourth chapter, I'm going to tell you how to create a free tier account. I'm going to tell you guys how to create a free tier account in the GCP. Don't worry about it. We are going to learn each and everything in the GCP only. Our practicals, lab sessions, projects, case studies, everything will be implemented on GCP only with a free tier account. I'm going to tell you, which is worth of $300 for the next 90 days. So this is a free account we are going to create it, which is worth of $300 for next 90 days. And nowadays they are just putting 2 rupees or some kind of a verification cost that they are putting, and that verification cost will be again credited to you back. Okay, some kind of a situation it is 2 rupees, some people it is 1,000 rupees, but both of them will be credited later to your account, not a problem at all. Okay, yes. And free tier account we are going to create it. And a project setup, what is project, how to set up the project, enabling the billing, and enabling the APIs. Then GCP locations, regions, zones, selection criteria, importance. And what is IAM and admin? Security perspective, identities, what are roles, what is policy, what is resource hierarchy. So these are the cloud basics in very detail. We are going to talk about it, guys. So this is in very detail in our notes also. I'm going to show you our notes. We have a dedicated note. So this is what is the cloud basics. In the cloud basics, the very first topic is GCP introduction, right? Then GCP interfaces, console, cloud shell, cloud SDK. Theoretically as well as practically we are going to see. GCP console walkthrough, where we are going to see to create a free tier account, project setup, enable billing, enable API, and then we set up all of these things. And locations. In GCP, there are multiple locations are there, like region, zone, and what is the selection criteria? What is the importance of it? And IAM and admin. So you can see here, maybe what are identities? Maybe you can also see here. What are identities? What are roles? The types of roles such as basic role, predefined role, custom roles, and resource hierarchy. And what is policy? Everything is properly mentioned here. Principles, roles, permissions, policies, resource hierarchy. Okay, that's what it is. And IAM best practices also you have it here. And what is service account, why it is needed, and how to create a service account also for our requirements. I'll tell you about that as well. Right? Yes. And then account creation, I'm going to tell you how to create a free tier account in the GCP. This is what I'm going to tell you guys. Then installing the SDK. So we have to install the SDK. Sometimes we may be interacting via SDK also, installing the SDK. So this is where all the things about the cloud basics. Once the cloud basics are completed, we are going to the next chapter, that is data engineering tools. In a data engineering tools, we are going to talk about it. What is data? And the types of data. We have unstructured data, semi-structured data, and structured data, right? So when you categorize the data is available in three different formats, such as unstructured, semi-structured, and structured. So for unstructured data, we have a GCS. Semi-structured data, we have a big table. Structured data, we have a OLTP Cloud SQL, OLAP of BigQuery. So this is for data storage and database services. This is comes under storage and database services. Storage and database services. In this one, we are going to learn about the very first thing, GCS, big table. Big table is on a high level, guys. We are not going very deep. We don't use it much. 3 and 4. So these are very detailed. GCS, Cloud SQL, BigQuery. So here we have a 4 services that we are for data storage and database services. Next thing, for data pipeline creations, we have multiple services are there, like Spark and Hadoop. If you guys wanted to use, there's a data proc. Beam pipelines, there's the data flow, and code-free pipelines, there's the data fusion. For orchestration, workflow orchestration, we have a Airflow or Composer, and recently we have added, that is Lakehouse Federation or Lakehouse architecture, that is Databricks. Databricks is also included in the course, guys. So here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here totally 5. In addition to that, we will also learning about a streaming data ingestion using PubSub, and event-based solution Cloud Functions, and infrastructure provisioning Terraform. So 1, 2, 3. Terraform is for complementary topic. Complementary topics are provided as a videos. Only complementary topic, Terraform and data fusion. These are complementary. Because we don't need it much. Why I am providing as a complementary, it is because these are not much important to you as a data engineer. So that's the reason. But some companies, they use a Terraform also. So that's the reason you should not worry about, sir, what is Terraform and all, right? So that's where I'm giving you as a complementary video, which is start by me only again. So here again 3. So tell me totally how many? 4 plus 5 plus 3. Totally 12 data engineering services we are going to cover. Total 12 data engineering services. In addition to that, we are also covering the Linux basics, Python for data engineers, PySpark, and Apache Beam. So these are the programming concepts that we are going to cover as a part of this course. Maybe I will show you. Right, so first topic is Google Cloud Storage. You see here, guys, everything is properly documented. This notes is very famous outside, guys. I'm telling you, if you are going for an interview, you come here, you recap, you go for interview, you crack it. PubSub is not complimentary, guys. It is covered. It is a course topic only. Right, so what is GCS? How to create a bucket using the console and the node. Similarly, the Cloud Shell. What is Cloud Shell? How do we interact with the cloud storage via Cloud Shell? Creating the buckets using the commands also. Right, so this is what it is. And we have an assignment and we have a quiz also here. And the Cloud SQL. What is Cloud SQL? Cloud SQL high level architecture. And what is data? What is database? What is data warehouse? Sorry, what is data database and database management system? RDBMS, non-RDBMS, an example real-time working of what happens when we need the RDBMS. What is the data warehouse? What is the difference between them? And then connecting it to the Cloud SQL for doing a DDL DML operations, Cloud SQL Studio, Workbench, and all of those things. Database migration project. We are actually covering the database migration project in the Cloud SQL. Database migration project from the on-premises MySQL to the Cloud SQL MySQL. We are doing a database migration. In this one, we are going to see the phases. So these are the different phases are there, like team, phase 1, how many people are working behind the scene, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, how many phases will be there, and actual migration process, we are going to do it manually as well as automatically with the DMS method. I'll tell you both the methods here, manual method and DMS. Right, sample data for your practice purpose, assignments also you have it here. Then the next very important thing, that is BigQuery. What is BigQuery? BigQuery's architecture, very important thing. BigQuery limitations. Working with BigQuery. BigQuery is a hierarchy, different ways of creating the tables in the BigQuery. BigQuery supported data types, table creations, data set, the data set for your practice purpose. Table types, there are two types of tables in the BigQuery: native tables, external tables. Partitioning, storage optimization techniques such as what is partitioning, what is clustering, the advantages and limitations. Different types of partitioning: integer, time unit, ingestion time. Clustering also here. And creating the partitioning as well as clustering. Then very important and complex topic, that is working with arrays. Right, you will be working with structure type and array kind of a type, right? So we have a 4 different scenarios here. So example 1, example 2, example 3. How do we deal with the different types of arrays here? So 4 different examples we are going to see. JSON data string with JSON data string list, array kind of a data, JSON schema. Proper 4 examples we are going to see here. And what is nested fields and repeated fields, why it is important, what is, why it will be useful, or how it will be useful for the optimizations, we are going to see, because this is going to be useful for denormalization. And there's an assignment for you guys again here, assignment for you, where you have a multiple questions, you have to answer it. Case study 1 in the BigQuery, Spotify case study, which we are following the medallion architecture here. For this one, we are going to answer a lot of questions and a lot of answers here. Okay, so this kind of analysis is very famous in the BigQuery. And there's a case study too for social media case study. And BigQuery views, what is view, what is materialized view, what is authorized view. Optimization techniques, sir, in the BigQuery we have an optimization techniques. What are the different optimization techniques are available in the BigQuery, and how do we actually do this thing? Okay, so this is what it is. And what is a slot in the BigQuery? What are different slot allocations, types of slot allocations in the BigQuery? And the next thing, and I was talking about a Python, right? So Python we are going to cover as a Python, as a part of Python. We are going to talk about Python different data types, data structures, Python programming constructions such as if statements, for loop and while loop, exceptional handling, file input output operations, and chapter 4 functions as well as classes. So all of these topics in detail, this is nothing but Python for data engineers. We are going to see practically each and every topic. And installing the things, and this is your Google Colab notebooks for your practice purpose. And then we are learning about the data proc. Right here we have a data proc. So first we are going to see what is Hadoop, what is Spark, and how it is different from the data proc. So Hadoop arrival, what is HDFS, MapReduce, Spark, and what is the difference between these frameworks, and what is the disk oriented in memory, and what is data proc and how it is useful for you to the data proc. These are the things that we are going to see with an examples. Then what is data proc? Creating a cluster in the data proc. And what is Spark and PySpark architecture? Lab sessions. We have a lab sessions for the PySpark. This is where we are learning the PySpark. Once we learn the PySpark, so many things we are covering in the PySpark, guys. If you ask me what are the things that we learn, guys, so we learn a lot of things in the PySpark, such as these things: creating a data frame from multiple data sources, writing the data frame, transformation. So many transformations that we are covering as a part of the PySpark, right? So these are all the transformations that we are covering. Okay, so that's PySpark, everyone. Then once the PySpark is covered, we go to the case study 1, which is a real-time case studies, guys. Case study 1, you see, you are working on a project where the travel records are maintained in the CSV file. In the current scenario, this is what is happening. So the client asked us to properly clean and transform this data so that load it to the BigQuery. So this is what is a real-time case study. The current architecture, the future architecture, and the code is available. Everything is available here. Case study 1. Similarly, the case study 2. In this case study, we are going to incorporate everything: data validation checks, data transformations, logging and monitoring, error handling. All of these things we are going to keep it. So this is what is a simple architecture. Invalid records writing back to this one, cloud logging, valid records writing to the BigQuery, and we are dealing with the JSON data in this particular example. And you have an assignment also here. Case study 3. So this is what is a case study, which is a one more case study for the ML use case. Okay, this is one more case, one more interesting case study, I would say. Yes, case studies are nothing but end-to-end pipelines that we are creating, and you have assignment 1, 2, and 3. So you have assignments also here. Again, data flow. What is data flow? How it is different from the data proc? What is Apache Beam? Languages, runners, data flow, and a simple Beam pipeline looks like this one. P collections, P transform. Creating a workbench for practice purpose. Spark versus Beam, data flow versus data proc, and lab sessions. We are learning again Apache Beam here. Each and every topic about the Apache Beam and transformations, everything we are going to learn. After that, you have a sample data set for practice. Case study 1, assignment 1, template method of creating the pipeline. Case study 2, which is a streaming pipeline, which we are including the PubSub topic here. Here you are seeing PubSub topic. So for this one, you need to have a good knowledge on the PubSub also. So we learn about the PubSub, key concepts in the PubSub, how it actually works, the use cases, the PubSub example architecture looks like this one. So this particular PubSub we are going to utilize in this particular streaming pipeline creation. All right. So this is all. And again, finally, the Airflow. What is workflow orchestration? What is Composer? The architecture of the Composer. What is DAG? Creating the DAG, and cron job format. That's deleted. I don't know how and why. Level 1 DAG creation, level 2 DAG, level 3 DAG, level 4 DAG. These are all levels, you know. These are real-time requirements in the company. Okay. So orchestrating the BigQuery jobs, orchestrating the data proc jobs, orchestrating the data flow jobs, and parent and child dogs. Assignment for you, and implementing the CI/CD with the help of the Airflow. Some basic idea here. All right. Yes. And again, data fusion also. What is data fusion and how it is useful for you for creating a pipeline using the interface method, end-to-end pipeline? So data fusion is a complementary. So you have a video here attached here. You have a video attached here. And similarly, cloud functions. What is cloud function? The features of cloud function. Use case 1, a real-time use case, and use case 2, an assignment for you. And finally, the Databricks. Databricks introduction. And what is the difference between the data warehouse, data lakehouse, and data lake? Data lakehouse platform, Databricks architecture, free trial. So we are going to create a free trial for Databricks on GCP. So we are going to set up. And once the Databricks is set up, Databricks workspace creations. What is Unity Catalog Metastore? Creating a workspace, assigning the Metastore to the Databricks workspace. You have a lab sessions here. What is clusters? Types of clusters to create a cluster. What is notebook? The notebook features. DB utility commands. Unity catalog. What is Unity catalog? What happens without and with Unity catalog? Unity catalog features and Unity catalog object model. Core concepts of the Unity catalog. 3-level namespace in the Unity catalog. Types of tables in the Unity catalog. External locations. Roles in the Unity catalog. Delta tables. What is delta table? What is the dialog of data lake and delta tables? Key features, different tables creation, the features, time travel, compacting, indexing, vacuuming, all of these features also you have it here. Upsert operation also. Data frames and operations. This is a notebook. Structured streaming. What is Databricks structured streaming and how it works? Autoloader. What is autoloader? How it works and schema evaluation in the autoloader. And what is workflows and how to create a job, end-to-end workflow. So this is where we are completing our course with the Databricks end-to-end workflow. So all the topics are included as a part of this course. And finally, I am giving you This one also, guys. So we have a LinkedIn community also where you can join to this particular course. And I'm providing you the resume templates also, where you guys wanted to go for a job, you wanted to have a sample resumes for you to create it, you have it here, attach it to this notebook. And when you're going for an interview, sir, I'm not sure how to tell my introduction, I'm not sure how to explain my project in the practically, what is the project architecture, sir, you can explain it from here. And again, project 2 also, explain the project 2. I'm working on a Google project. In this project, we have implemented a data pipeline to ingest the data from this one, that one. So you have a architecture also here. Data engineering theoretical questions, commonly asked theoretical questions. These are very famous. Commonly asked theoretical questions. Coding questions, Python questions, PySpark questions. If you go for a manager round questions also, you have it here. And those who are going for a certification, you have a certification dumps also here. So everything is properly documented in the notes, guys. This notes is everything for you. Okay, this is what I call it as a comprehensive course material, properly organized for you to easily view and check it out. So this is where I told you, right? Linux. Okay, I did not show you the Linux, right? Linux is also here. Cloud basics, if you go, the Linux is here. So we are learning about the Linux also. Linux and the commands about the Linux also here. Right. So this is what it is. So now coming to our course details, the final thing. So in this one, as a part of the course, we are covering the 50 plus hours. It is going to be 3 months of duration. Daily 1 hour session, Monday to Friday. Delivery online live sessions will be there. So what is the course timing, guys? The course time is same, 7:30 to 8:30 every day, AM IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. The same time, the current time only. So duration 50 hours, daily 1 hour will be there, online live sessions only. Video recordings will be provided for you on a daily basis. Daily basis video recordings will be shared. Comprehensive material which I have shown you guys, comprehensive material will be shared. Assignments will be there, real-time projects and case studies, interview questions, and the certification dumps. So everything is provided, guys. So this is all about the course, guys, resume assistance also. This is all about the course, everyone. Now I have told you whatever I wanted to tell you, or maybe a one simple question. There are some people, sir, how you can able to manage your current experience, right? So there is one thing I would like to talk about it, and I'll give it to you guys. Please raise your hand meanwhile. So here on a high level, if you guys wanted to see the course curriculum, and a high level, if you guys wanted to see the course curriculum, this is the same thing. The time is 7:30 to 8:30. That's it. Rest of the things are same. The time is 7:30 to 8:30. Okay, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. All right. So I'm gonna. Okay, sorry. All right, 7:30 to 8:30. I'm gonna just mention it like that. A.m. guys. So this is a timing, guys. Okay, this is a 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. every day, Monday to Friday, and all the things. So you can see here, guys. First, we are covering the cloud basics. First, we will cover the cloud basics. Then we go to the programming. Then we go to the data engineering tools. See all the things: GCS, Cloud SQL, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, Data Fusion, Airflow, PubSub, Cloud Function, Databricks, and Terraform, Bigtable are complementary. And you see here two case studies in the BigQuery, two case studies and one end-to-end pipeline in the Dataproc, two case studies, one end-to-end streaming pipeline in the Dataflow, four end-to-end DAX in the Airflow, two case studies, one streaming case study, autoloader, one workflow in the this one. So this is what is a projects or case studies you can include in your resume. So this is all about the course, everyone. All right. So finally, how you can use this course, sir? I have already some kind of an experience. Yeah. So, sir, I already have an experience, sir. Like, for example, you may be currently working, you may be having, you are a fresher, you may be a fresher, or you may be a 2 years of experience. You may have a 3 years of experience. You may have a 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 11 plus years also. So what you have to do, you first attend my course. Then once the course completed, what you have to do, you have to prepare your resume. How do you have to prepare your resume? I will tell you. For freshers, don't worry, you can directly mention that I have recently attended my course GCP, and you can go for an interview. For those people who have a 2 years of experience, what they have to do? They put last 1 year on the GCP. Sir, I have working on a last 1 year on the GCP data engineering, and the rest 1 year is your current experience. Then you go for the interview. Okay, if you have 2 years of experience, first 1 year on your current experience, last 1 year onwards I've been working in the GCP projects, you go for an interview like that. If you have a 3 years of experience, last 1.5 years of experience as a GCP, create your resume accordingly, go for an interview. 5 years, last 2 years on the GCP, create your resume. Rest of 3 years, whatever the current experience you have, you can put it. Whether it is, uh, you know, uh, the IT or non-IT, whether it is testing background or whatever the background it is, no worries at all. And if it is a 7 years of experience, last 2.5 years. If you have 9 years of experience, you can put it like this: 2.5 years, 11 years, 3 years of experience. So this is how you prepare your resume according to this particular thing, and you go for an interview, and they will only focus on this particular years of experience. They will ask the questions related to this one only, because you are going as a GCP data engineer. They mainly focus on this area. Okay, they mainly focus on this area. All right, so when you go for GCP data engineering, how many years of experience in the GCP? Sir, I have 1 year experience, I have 1.5 years of experience, I have 1.2 years of experience, 3. Accordingly, they are going to ask the question, they are going to ask the they are going to have the interview, and you are going to answer it accordingly. If you attend my course, you should be able to easily crack the interviews. Every person will get at least 20 plus interviews, guys. I'm telling you, there's a huge demand. 15 to 20 interviews will be scheduled for sure. If you're cracking it at least one, you will be getting an offer letter, you will be getting a job. So 20 plus interviews for sure going to be scheduled after the course. Okay, it is not that I am going to schedule it for you, because the moment you put the resume in the Naukri or LinkedIn, that's it, you are going to get it, because that's how the huge demand for the GCP data engineer in the market. Okay, so that is what. So this is about this one. Now please raise your hand, guys, if anyone have any question. So far I've been talking. Now if anyone have any questions, you can now ask me, guys. Please raise your hand. I'm going to give you the time for you to ask the questions. Let us try to see the questions now, if anyone have any. Doubt session, or this is the final session, guys? Yes, please. I'm going to go one by one. I'm going to write your question here and try to answer it here. Okay, yes. Chinmaya, you have any question? Yes, please. Yes, very good. Yeah. So prerequisite for the course is, guys, I tell you about SQL so far? The SQL is the prerequisite for the course, guys. Rest of all the things like Python, PySpark, everything is learned. The basic knowledge, SQL basics, is a prerequisite for the course, right? Because SQL we will be covering as a development here, but basics on the SQL is required for this one. Yes. Okay, perfect. Any other questions? Yes, Lalita Joshi, you have any question?
Yeah, I wanted to know like whether since we have class from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. So are we going to get any doubt clearing session post that or before the next class?
No, the doubt clearing session. Very good. Sir, whenever you have any doubts, you can ask me in the session itself, after the session. After the session itself, you can ask me. Okay. Sir, I have a question from yesterday. I have a question from previous classes. You can ask me after the session completed.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And one more question.
Yes.
Like for
One
PySpark is
minute, guys. I'll give you the time. Please raise your hand. Do not just talk. Please raise your hand, anyone. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Lalita.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so like for PySpark is architecture and optimization theory, those things are covered.
Yes. PySpark architecture, the how it actually works, the optimizations, everything is covered. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
architecture as sorry architecture and optimizations, yes, covered. Right, sir, I am going to ask you the question. Please raise your hand, I will come to you for sure. Just raise your hand, that's it. So yeah, there is a question from Chinmaya saying that, sir, what could be the current package? The package is totally depends on your current package, guys. So someone's, if you ask me about the package, I say what is your current package. And it is not about experience, it is about your current package. Okay, you have 10 years of experience. If your package is 5 lpa only, they focus on top of the 5 lpa they will give you 10 lpa. Okay, but it is not on the experience, it is always on top of your current package. Sir, my current package, I have a 3 years of experience, sir. My current package is, sir, for example, 8 lpa or 9 lpa, 10 lpa, that is in the market in the current. Sir, how much I can get? At least 50% you can get. With the GCP data engineering, you can go for at least somewhere around 14 lpa you can go, or somewhere around 12 lpa. Okay, so this is what. But sir, is this it with the course? No. If you try to, this is with a first offer letter, this is with a try, this is with a first offer letter. But when you try to crack multiple offer letters, that's where it will be increased to 16. It may increase it to 20 also. I have seen one of the person all the way who is having 4 offer letters in a hand, 8 lpa to 23 lpa he actually went to. So this is possible. So first offer letter is 20 LP, 12 LPA. Second offer letter is 16 LPM. Third offer letter is around 20. So that's how you have to plan it accordingly. So I suggest you to crack multiple offers so that your package will be increasing like anything. See, it is more than 200%. Yes, that's how it happens. Yes. And yes, Akash, you have any question? Akash. Yes, please. Okay, great. And yes, Prakash, you have any question, Prakash? Prakash K. Right? You have any question, Prakash? Do you have any question? No. Okay. And yes, Chandra. Yeah, why Chandra? Yasani Chandra. Do you have any question, please? Are you guys able to hear me, guys? You have raised your hand. Yes, please. Yes. Okay. Okay, Prakash, sir, will I AI replace a data engineer? That never happens at all. Okay, AI replacing a data engineers will never happen, guys. Replace DE. No, that never happens in next 30 years. Okay, not possible. A replace the data engineering? No, not possible at all. And yes, and how about lab sessions? We are going to have lab sessions, sir. We have a lab sessions on a daily basis. Okay, on a daily basis on each topic we will be having the lab sessions for sure. Okay. Yes, Sai, you have any questions? Sai P. GCP only, guys. All data engineering examples, scenarios, projects, everything on the GCP only. Okay. However, you will be working in the company, right? In the one company also you will be doing the same thing. In here also we are doing the same thing. That's what we are going to do. Lab sessions and projects and case studies and everything here. Okay. All of these things are topics only, right? These are all topics only, right? No, this is cloud basics. See, cloud basics is different. This is data engineering. These are all data. For a data engineering, yes. Yes, yes. So cloud basics is to make yourself comfortable on the GCP. Once you are comfortable, we go to the advanced topic like data engineering advanced topics. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Nageshwar, you have any question? Yes, please. Hi. Of course, of course, of course, of course. So you might have seen here. See, for example, maybe here. So you see. So QuickBuzz API, Airflow, Cloud Storage, Cloud Functions, Data Flow, BigQuery Looker is a one of the thing. And here, data sources, MySQL, CSV, format, data processing, data proc, data flow, BigQuery, inside tables, Power BI, Tableau. Same, isn't it? Yes, that's. Mhm. Of course. Yes. No, no, no. We are doing it. We are doing it. Data validation tips. Yes, of course. In wherever we are creating the pipeline, so these data validation, everything will come into the picture. Yes. So data validation will be a part of the course. This is, see, I'm not just making you a dumb data engineer. I'm going to make you a very good data engineer by the end of the session. So let you know that everything, all ins and outs of a data engineer for GCP. I'm going to make you a very good GCP data engineer so that we will be covering data validations, logging, monitoring, all of the concepts which are used in the companies, which is not covered in most of the courses, but here we are going to see everything as a practical. Yeah. Yes, and enough, more than enough. Yes. DDL, DML operations. Yes, yes. So there's a one common question here. Sir, I'm a beginner. So is this correct course for me as a beginner? Of course, my course will be from basic to advanced. Basic to advanced. If you are able to understand today's topic, whatever I have covered, you will be able to understand most of the topics which I'm going to cover in the upcoming sessions also. Because the way that I'm talking today, the same way I'm going to talk every day, so that the topics will be from basic to advanced by, it is more of a spoon feeding kind of a thing I'm going to do in the course. Yes, that's what my even previous students also say. Okay, so basic to advanced. Yes. And yes, yes, you can, sir. Can we parallelly prepare for certifications? Yes, you can parallelly prepare for certifications also, because and a benefit of you, I'm providing you the certification dumps also. Yes. And can you tell me about the certification? I will tell you guys while the sessions are going on, how do you have to prepare for certification, which topics are very important for this certification. I will share you. Sir, can you share me the course material? Not now. Once you guys enroll for the course, I will be sharing you the course material. Okay. Yes. And I'm gonna go here now. And yes, yeah, Chandra, you have any question? Yes, please. Yes, Sunny Chandra. Okay. Yes, Chinmaya, you have any question? I'm going to go to the chart. I'm going to say, what are the projects and case studies? I've just talked about it, man. I've just shown you. I've just shown you. Shown already, right? If you are already here in the session, you might have known it already, right? You see, maybe I'll show you here. So these are all the things as a part of the course. Okay. I have shown you already. Yes. Projects, case studies, end-to-end pipelines that we are going to build here. All of these things that we are going to build. Sorry. Yes. And sir, does this more kind of a development mixed role, how to survive if someone shows fake experience not having a BE? No, 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 no. This is more of a development project only. So this is more of a development. Data engineering is a development. projects. So you are going to become a data engineer development projects, right? So there is a data engineer you are going to become, guys. A data engineer, you're going to do the development work. That's the reason you will be having a demand. Otherwise, you don't get demand. There's a huge demand, guys. The only thing is that we have to learn the proper topic. We have to switch. If you guys wanted to looking for a switch from anywhere to data engineering, this is what is the course for you guys. Yes. Is it safe to switch data engineering after having 11 years of experience? I have, for sure. Yes, I have my previous students who is having 13 or 14 years of experience also, who are already working as a lead engineers. Yes, that is possible. So if you do not know the SQL, don't worry. I'm going to tell you how to and where to learn the SQL, guys. Some people do not know the SQL. Sir, how to learn it, where to learn it, I will show you. No worries. While we are covering the cloud basics, right? Cloud basics will take some time. And meanwhile, I'll let you know how to and where to learn the SQL. How and where you can learn the SQL, where to learn SQL, I'm going to tell you in a simple method so that it is easy for you to learn. Okay, that I'll tell you guys. Okay. All right. Yes. So these sessions are now on the Google Meet for you guys, for some people, and it will be in the Zoom later. All right. Yes, Viresh, you have any question? Viresh, I can't hear you. So on a daily, guys, right? So on a daily basis, you have to put at least 1 hour for the live session, 1 hour for the live session, and 15 to 20 minutes for practice or recap. So this is what you have to do it, guys. On a daily basis, you need to put this much amount of a time. Okay, so that's what. Yes, we are going to work on the projects, and you can keep it in your resume. Yes, sir, we are going to work on the projects, and you can keep it in your resume also. Yes. So exactly, that's the main aim, right? Yes. Any other questions, anyone? Yes, Ramesh. Oh, I told you, right? I'm going to tell you how to create a free tier account. Uh, you can create one more. You can create any number. No one is stopping you. Okay, right? So you can create a free tier accounts, guys. Free GCP accounts. And if you guys wanted to create any number of GC accounts, you can create it. 3 months. After 3 months, one more account. After 3 months, one more account. Yes. Not possible. Not like that. You can create any many. So I have created, and you see my list. This many number of accounts that I have created. So almost 20 accounts from the last 1.5 years. All right. Yes. You can create any number. No one is stopping. And you have a UPI also nowadays. Yes. Anyone have any other questions, guys? Please tell me. Yes. Is it good to transform from full stack data engineer, full stack application to a data engineer? Of course. Why not? If you guys are having a zeal to become a data engineer, I'm going to tell you each and everything about a GCP data engineering, guys. This course will for sure make you a GCP data engineer. Yes. Okay. Yes. The answer is yes here. Any other questions? Yes, please. Yes, please. Incremental. Yes, incremental data. So yes, yes. Ah, yeah, important, right? Yes, important. Of course. You will be seeing, might be, you might have seen Databricks autoloader, maybe for example, incrementally. I'm going to show you also how this incremental will happen with the data. Example scenarios, yes. So recordings will be shared on a daily basis. Okay, on daily basis. Once the session is completed, you will get the recording of that particular session. You can rewatch. Yes. Okay. Yes. And it will be shared through via portal, and you will be you will get to know once you enroll for the course, right? You will get to know where it will be provided and all. Yeah. And these recordings will have a validity of 1 year, and my material will have a validity of lifetime. The course materials will be having a validity of lifetime. Yes. We are not taking any mock interviews at this point of time. No. Anyone have any other question, guys? Yes, yes, yes. So some of the even more projects also, if you guys wanted to, and there is one more thing, guys. So if you guys wanted to deep dive into the projects and some other things also, I will let you know where you can actually go for it, because there are two projects that I have created which are around 9 hours of projects, healthcare as well as and retailer projects. And if you guys wanted to deep dive into it, these are around 18 hours of project. Sir, I wanted to learn this deep dive into this exact project scenario. I will tell you later. Okay, where you can actually do it and all of those things. Okay, that's also there. But so some of the people are actually pinging. I'm just talking about that. Yes. Why we need to learn GCP only? Why not Azure and AWS? If you ask me, guys, if you go for Azure and AWS, there's a market is saturated, so there's a huge competition. Getting the job becomes very difficult. Getting the job becomes very difficult because the market is already there. People like you might have already learned before, and they're already switching companies. Competing with them is very difficult, so getting the job is very difficult. GCP is new and very good market nowadays, and competition is less, getting the job is more. Okay, yeah, competition is less, getting the jobs are more. Yes, that's also is there. Okay. So what will be the role of a GCP data engineering company? I'm working as an SQL admin. I told you, right, Pradeep? I have told you. That's the very first thing I have told you as a part of today's session. This is what is the role of a data engineer we have seen. So I suggest you to please attend the sessions regularly without missing any minute. Everything is covered as a part of today's session. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so people coming from admin background, testing background, people come from mainframes background to the GCP data engineering, production, mechanical. So these are different companies, right? So people come from different backgrounds, right? So some people are coming from admin. Sir, I'm an admin. Sir, I am a testing tester. Sir, I am a working in SQL developer. Sir, I am a mechanical engineer. Sir, I am a manufacturing plant. I'm working in a manufacturing plant. Sir, I am working in some kind of any other areas or any other domain, full stack. Sir, I'm working in mainframes. Sir, I'm working as a infra engineer. So whoever it is, I'm telling you, whoever you are, if you have a zeal to learn and become a GCP data engineer, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to make you a GCP data engineer. This course will make you a GCP data engineer. So that's what is going to happen. Whoever you are, whether you are an admin or whether you are a tester, whether you are SQL developer, anyone you are, I'm going to make you a GCP data engineer. This is a course for all of you guys. Yes. With a very good, decent hike, industry standard. All right. Yes, I think most of the things we have covered as a part of this session. So there are many of the companies, guys. There are plenty of the companies they are hiring, and so there is a banking. In banking sector, they're using it. In healthcare, nowadays in healthcare, they are using it. In retailer industries, they are using it. In optical industries, they are using it. Optical, and in this one, what we call it, manufacturing plants such as car manufacturing and all of those manufacturing plants that they are using it. So I have worked on all of these projects, if you actually ask me. So I worked on recently for manufacturing Hyundai, Mahindra and Mahindra, actually, sorry, M&M. I have worked for Mahindra and Mahindra for one of the project recently only. Optical, Jenny Optical, there's a one of the company that I have worked on. Retailer, we have worked for Flipkart. It was not recent, but like 1 year back, I have worked for one of the use case. And healthcare, yes, there's you know, the project name I forgot, and there's a banking also. And we have even worked for the companies like Swiggy. Recently, I have worked for Swiggy also. So Swiggy. So there's many projects that I have worked on. Okay, so all of these companies, they are using the GCP projects for sure. These are different domains: banking domain, healthcare domain, retailer domain, optical, manufacturing domain. So these are all the companies they actually use GCP projects. Okay, so there's a good demand for you guys, I'm telling you. Yes. Okay, any other questions, anyone having it? Okay, wanted to tell you final thing, guys. Tomorrow also we have a demo session at the same time tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. we have a one more demo session, guys. Demo 2 we are going to happen. Please don't forget to join. Tomorrow also we are going to have a demo session. Please attend at the same time. I'm going to talk about the new topic tomorrow. Okay. Yes. So this is demo tomorrow at the same time, 7:30 a.m. You will be notified again. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you all. I hope you guys got some idea about the course today. And if you guys have any kind of a questions, maybe tomorrow also we will be seeing it. And if you have any questions also, you can talk to me tomorrow as well. Okay. Yes. Thank you all. Have a great day. Yes, Databricks we will be learning on a high level. Yes. Okay. Yes. Scenarios, for sure, we are creating the projects. Why come we worried about scenarios, right? So you are creating the projects, guys. So scenarios comes from the projects. When you implement the projects, you get the scenarios, right? So that's how we see it. Yes. So all of these things are covered, guys. No worries at all. If you still have any questions, you can attend the tomorrow session, and we are going to talk about a new topic tomorrow, which is going to be very interesting topic. Don't miss it, and we will connect tomorrow, guys. I hope you guys have learned something today, and we will connect tomorrow for demo session 2. Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye bye. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you, guys.